What is up, Team Limitless? It's your boy, the Prez, Dalton Jones, and I am here with NPC Bikini competitor, the amazing and wonderful Ashley Kurtenbach. Ashley, how are you doing tonight?
Good, good. Thanks for having me. Hi, Limitless members.
So to start off, it's been a very busy year for you. Very busy. And you did the Arnold, you did the Olympia, which I actually went to and saw you compete in. You've been doing amazing. You just did Nationals. Almost got the pro card. So, how has this year been for you overall, both physically and mentally?
Oh, 4 shows. I've done 4 shows total this year. Physically, obviously, I've pushed hard for each one. And I mean, it's been exhausting, but when you live for it, you love it, and so you do it. You do what you have to do. Mentally, I was okay. This last show was the kicker. I felt like I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it mentally. Physically, I was doing okay. Mentally, I was like, you know what, it's hard. But thankfully, because of having a good coach, a good team, a good support system, that is honestly what pushes you through those hard times to the end. So I ended the year on a good note, and I'm happy that I did the show and did well, placed 5th. So very good overall. It's been a great year.
And out of how many girls was that at Nationals?
About 50 in my class, and I think there was around 200 bikini girls total. So,
yeah. So now, actually, you're also in the running for this awesome competition, the 2014 Bodyspace Spokeswomen contest, and you are now in the top 20 finalists. So, first of all, how did you decide to actually register for the competition?
This would be, I think, my 2nd or 3rd year registering for it, and you know, my coach Brandon Falcon obviously pushes you to go further and to really take the next step in your fitness career, especially when you're passionate about the people in the fitness community and you're passionate about the industry itself. You know, you want to take the next step to help more people on a wider scale and really bring your skills and your personality to the table.
So what actually makes you stand out among the others, you think, that actually made you chosen for the top 20? Because, I mean, there were a lot of competitors that actually went into this competition, and even to be in the top 20 is a huge, huge deal.
Oh, it's a huge deal, and I'm beyond humbled to have been chosen. Like, it's an amazing feat to, like, be chosen as one of the 20 semifinalists, and I think what makes me stand out is my background. I'm a Midwestern girl, grew up, Iowa farm girl, born and raised.
Go Iowa.
Yeah, go Iowa. And, you know, I bring to the table my Midwestern values. I have kind of a different personality. I love having fun. And I love the industry so much, as everybody does. Everybody that's in the semifinalists too, awesome physiques. I mean, we're talking phenomenal athletes. So to be chosen as the top 5 would be indescribable. It's the support you gain too is so far on bodybuilding.com, the Bodyspace members, and the general community as a whole has been incredible. Incredible support. So thank you all that have voted and have stuck by my side. Like, this has been just a crazy experience the last couple of weeks. So awesome. So thank you for that.
And how can they actually vote for you continuously?
Yeah, you can go online at www.bodybuilding.com/spokesmodel and vote Ash Kurtenbach. And yeah, the more votes, the better, because we're hoping to make it to the top 5. So
there's actually another athlete from Strong Training that's in there as well, Nikki Walters. So Strong has actually done pretty well in this competition.
Yeah, yes they have, yep.
And most of you don't know, but, well, actually we just said, both Ashley and I grew up in Iowa. It's actually a really small world, because she grew up in a town that was literally 35 miles away from mine in northwest Iowa. And she was the first person I met athlete-wise once I started up Limitless. It was actually her back, because not very many people here have shredded back, especially girls. And that was one thing that stood out for me. So that's one way that we actually got talking about that. But what is the one, like, how does someone from northwest Iowa all of a sudden go into a little G-string bikini on stage competing all over the U.S.?
I mean, honestly, you take it, and it was one of those things, like, I grew up shy, small town girl, and, you know, I reached out as soon as I moved to Sioux Falls when I was in my lower 20s, and decided to try out for the Skyforce dance team. And you build confidence from that. And after that, I just loved the working out and the nutrition part of it. I was like, I want to take it to the next level. So why not try to compete? So, you know, I did my research, found Brandon as my coach. And, I mean, he really pushed me to my limits, which was awesome. Like, I took my fitness to the next level, best shape of my life, and I fell in love with it. I loved the people, and I met so many people with, like, great stories, great backgrounds, and you just kind of get hooked. And the fitness community as a whole is really a second family. Like, not only your teammates and your coach, it's the whole fitness community. Like, it's just a great experience, and you just get hooked. It's like an addiction.
Yeah, so did that dance actually kind of correspond into this competition, you think? Or were you just naturally that competitive beforehand?
I mean, I always grew up a competitor. So I love sports. I love competing. There's some sort of adrenaline rush that obviously comes out of competing. But it's also, you know, the confidence that you gain and the confidence you can show other people that they can have by taking those risks. And, you know, you fight the goods and the bads of both. But the dance thing, yeah, it helps me on stage, I think, just as far as showing your personality and being who you are and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, it definitely plays a part, I think. But. So
then what's actually your main motivation? Because, I mean, there's people that they'll come in with their best look that they've ever had, and they won't even place top 10 sometimes. So, I mean, it really can take a toll on your morale, your mentality behind everything. And a lot of people ask, well, why didn't you continue on when you brought your best and you didn't even win?
Yeah. I mean, not everybody can win, but it is about bringing your best. Because you can always improve, and you kind of take what the judges give you, and you take from one show to the next and use it to drive you to the next one right through and do your best again. And you see where you go. Like, sometimes you don't know, and it can depend on the day, and it depends on your prep and everything like that, but it is the motivation from one show to the next to really get to the next level. So regardless if you place or not, you're still doing what very few people do, getting on a stage and being judged by peers, you know, so, and judges and things like that. So, I mean, that's a huge, huge deal. Anybody that competes should be more than proud of themselves for the journey that they've taken and the work they've put in.
Mm-hmm. So what do you actually think is your biggest accomplishment in your career that you've had thus far?
Oh, so many. This Bodyspace thing, the Bodyspace Spokeswomen search for 2014 is huge, huge. To be chosen as the top 20, like I said, is beyond humbling. I am so grateful to even be considered in something like this. So that's a huge accomplishment. As far as competing this year, nationals, placing in the top 5 at both national shows, and then on stage at the Arnold. This year's been huge. Like, I would say the whole year has been awesome. Like, as far as big time accomplishments, they're all right up there.
And then the last thing, the main thing I really noticed about you when I first met you is that you're really real, which is actually, some people don't understand. It's really hard to come by that an athlete is actually true to how they are. A good example is Dana and Rob Bailey. Mm-hmm. I met them at the Olympia. Yeah. They are really real people, and that's how you are as well. So what would you attribute to how you've actually stayed true to yourself in this industry and actually have stayed real and true? Mm-hmm.
Like, some of the best advice ever given to me by Brandon Falcon and Felicia Romero both stressed to stay true to yourself. Be who you are. You know, I've been through stuff in life, and that's the experiences in your past, they make you who you are. So it's never to be ashamed of that, and I'm proud of where I came from, and it's really utilizing all of that to, you know, motivate others and staying true to yourself. Like, that's what I want people to like me for me, not for who I need to pretend to be or who they want me to be. So really, that's the whole key, and I'm happy to be me. So.
And it's definitely starting to work out for you more and more. Good luck, for one, on the Bodyspace.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
The Jing Union will be closing in 15 minutes. Again, Jing Union will be closing in 15 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Limitless, and
thank you, guys.
Student Union, for tuning in. Ashley Kurtenbach, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
An example of what being limitless is truly about.